Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. I'm Travis. Thank you for checking out this channel. Thank you for checking out this video. If you're somebody who's new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, just take a couple seconds out of your day, do yourself a favor, do me a favor, do this channel a favor, and subscribe to this channel. This is pro wrestling content. We cover WWE every single week. We're putting out videos multiple times a week. We cover Raw, we cover SmackDown. We sometimes talk about NXT, but we definitely always talk about the PLEs. And tonight, we're going to get into what happened on Monday Night Raw. First of all, if you're not subscribed to this channel, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. Look at this channel. We're growing every single week. We got more and more people subscribing to this channel because this is where pro wrestling fans need to be. This is where they should be. And if you like pro wrestling, then this is where you got to be. You got to subscribe to this channel for more content. We're putting it out every single week. And you know what else we do? We talk in the comments. Yes, I respond in the comments. You know why? Because there's so many wrestling channels out there who do not do this. Not even just wrestling channels. A lot of YouTube channels out there that they don't even reply to the comments. I heard that you should never check the comments. That's not how we operate here. No. We like to talk and engage in the comments. We also like to answer emails in videos. So, hey, you'd be doing yourself a huge favor by subscribing to this channel. Okay, sales pitch is done. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. You guys would be proud of me, man. I actually didn't fall asleep during Raw this time. And it's not because I don't fall asleep because I'm bored. I'm falling asleep because, I mean, let's face it, Raw is 3 hours. It runs pretty late. At least for here in the East Coast, it ends at 11 o'clock at night. By this time, I've already gone to work. I've done stuff around the house that I need to do. Sometimes I got class that I need to go to. So by the time I wind down and get into bed and I'm comfortable and I'm watching Raw, man, sometimes I fall asleep during the last match or two, and then I have to, when I wake up freaking an hour after the show's over, I have to rewind and watch it all over again, and then come in here and do a video. So tonight, I'm feeling pretty proud of myself. Did not fall asleep. Here to make a video. But I will say, if you are a baseball fan and you watch the Home Run Derby, you got to let me know your thoughts on that, because that's exactly what I did. I had my laptop up, and I was watching the Home Run Derby, and then on the TV, I had Raw going, so I was watching both at the same time. Man, I love baseball, but you know what? I love pro wrestling more. Monday Night Raw is going to kick off with Rhea Ripley coming down to the ring. Cuts a promo on Liv Morgan, basically. She says she'll deal with Dom later. She calls out Liv Morgan, and here comes Dom. And you know what he's got? Props to anybody who saw this coming, because I should have. He came out with a rose, and he came out with a black rose. How fitting, because Rhea, of course, our emo mommy. Dom comes down with that black rose. Straight up old school Eddie Guerrero style. I loved it. I thought it was a cool little throwback there. But Dom comes out and he's trying to, I guess, apologize in a way to Rhea Ripley, try to explain himself a little bit. It doesn't really go too well. Rhea does not look like she's accepting any of this at all in the ring. Liv Morgan appears on the screen. A little trash talk between the both. Anyway, we get the match we all thought was going to happen. Rhea Ripley challenges Liv Morgan at SummerSlam, so this looks like where we're going. And I might do this in another video, but I'm going to just throw it out there right now. I know a lot of people are saying custody of Dom match. I think it's funny. I don't know if people are serious when they're actually saying that. I would be more interested in Dominic Mysterio being the special guest referee versus where it's Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. That way you got somebody who's truly kind of caught in the middle here, and then you can do some twists and turns. You can swerve some people. I think that'd be a cool way to do it. I think we should get Dom as the special guest referee between Liv and Rhea, but that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think about that idea. After we get back from the break, Dom is backstage following Rhea. He's trying to talk to her. She's not listening. She opens the locker room door to the Judgment Day. She sees a bunch of black rose bouquets all over the place. She's not happy that Dom did that. She goes in the room, slams the door in his face, and Priest comes up and dude's just laughing. Priest loves this. Priest loves that Dominic is in all of this trouble, which I don't know why. At what point did this turn around for Priest? At what point did Priest just completely go against Judgment Day? It doesn't even look like Priest wants to be in there anymore. The way he acts, it's like he's walking around acting like a good guy, a babyface. Not only that, he's laughing at Dom. He finds it funny that Dom gets caught and he's in trouble now. Weird dynamic going on. Clearly, they're trying to distance Priest from the Judgment Day, which we all kind of saw coming, but the way they're doing it's kind of odd to me. He's just laughing at Dom, asking if everything's okay. Dom's like, yeah, I think so, and then Rhea opens the door and throws flowers at him. So this episode was heavily concentrated on Dom, like butting in, talking to Rhea backstage. We've seen it multiple times throughout the show. We do get Sheamus versus Bronson Reed, and I really thought that Bronson Reed was going to win this match, but no, I was wrong. Sheamus actually gets the W. He beats Bronson Reed, and I was surprised on that one. A little disappointed. I need Bronson Reed to be taken a little more seriously. This dude's huge. Why can't we do something with this guy? I mean, I'm not saying he needs to be world champion, but I don't know. I feel like a guy like this, and he's definitely got the talent. Why can't we do more with it? But maybe we're just heading towards a feud between like an ongoing, stretched-out feud between Bronson Reed and Sheamus. Maybe that's where we're going, and then ultimately Bronson Reed comes out on top of the feud. I don't know. Maybe that's where we're going, but after the match, Bronson Reed tries to attack Sheamus. Pete Dunne comes out and makes the save. Sheamus goes to try to shake Pete Dunne's hand. Dunne leaves the ring without even shaking the hand. Sheamus turns around. Dunne slides back in, attacks Sheamus from behind. Cool dynamic here. So first of all, I really love Pete Dunne as a heel, so I hope that's where we're going. It looks like that's what we are doing here. Maybe we get a little triangle match here. Maybe we get Dunne versus Bronson versus Sheamus. Looks like maybe that's where they're going. And if not, I'm cool with Dunne versus Sheamus as the feud, and Reed can face Sheamus or separately, or Reed can go on and do different things. But I want Dunne as a heel, but I want them to do it NXT style. Like, this dude was great in NXT as a heel. He was still loved by so many fans. So I'm curious to see how they're going to operate and handle Pete Dunne going forward. By the way, Sheamus' new song, did you like it? I don't hate it. I know we give Def Rebel a lot of crap. I didn't hate it, but I kind of wish they kept written in the lies or whatever the hell that, too many limes, whatever Sheamus' song was. I like that song, but I thought we came back to that, but I guess not. The WWE wants to just switch up the songs all the time now. Breaker's got a new song every single week. Sheamus got a new song now. Where does it end? We get Sonya Deville versus Zelina Vega, which they had a pretty funny backstage promo beforehand. But, they get a match. Sonya beats Zelina Vega very quickly. And then after the match, they try to attack, they being Zoe and Shayna and Sonya. They all try to attack Zelina Vega, but out comes Kaden and was it Carter and Chance and Lyra. All three of them come running out, and they make the save. I don't understand why Lyra is here. What is she doing here? Why is she called up to Raw just to be a part of this team? I don't like it. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't always come on here and talk bad about the product and whatever, but this is one of the things I don't care for. I don't like how they call people up and then they have no direction for them, so they just shove them into anything, a.k.a. Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews. I don't understand that. Maybe it works out. Who knows? But this right here, Lyra Valkyria, Lyra has picked up some pretty impressive wins so far since getting called up to Raw. But now they're just sticking her with Chance and Carter, a team that's not even really over with the fans. I don't really care for their gimmick. They're talented, sure, but what's the point of this? Can Lyra just go do something more serious than this? I don't get it. Is it because Liv has got the title and that's all they can do? I don't know. I need something else for Lyra, or I hope this doesn't become a permanent long-term thing, because I'm not crazy about it. You got Priest and Dominic backstage. Dominic asks Priest why he didn't warn him about Rhea Ripley, which, truth be told, if you're boys with somebody, bro code, right? You got to let them know. Like, Priest didn't even Priest was being so like vague about everything. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll let him find out on his own. Well, bro, this is your guy. You can't let Dom know, hey, Rhea's here tonight, bro. You better do something about this. Nah. Priest just sat back and laughed and just watched Dom fail. I mean, that was kind of weird. I know Priest and Rhea are friends, but I mean, damn. I mean, that's your boy. He's been in Judgment Day for a while, and you're just going to just leave him out to dry like that and just watch him fail and laugh about it, which I thought was crazy. But hey, the funny part of this is Jay coming up asking if Rhea Ripley is single, if it's true what he's heard. He told Dom to, like, hey, once you see Rhea tell you, I said, ha. I was like, yo, my boy Jay, let's go. And then he leaves, and Priest convinces Dom, hey, you were in prison. What would happen if you were in prison? You can't let something like this happen. You got to show Jay you're tough. You got to stick up for what's yours if Rhea is yours. And I think Priest did this on purpose to stir more into the Dom and Rhea thing. I swear, Priest has it out for Dom, and he's setting him up, man. You're letting Dom out to dry. I don't really care for that, but Dom agrees. He says he's going to go talk to Pierce and try to get the match, and he ends up getting the match. They're going to face each other later on Monday Night Raw. Quick little side note here. You know what I really love? Chad Gable went up to Pierce and talked to him backstage. You know what I really find funny is when Chad Gable says, pathetic. I love that. I don't know why. I need a shirt. I need something about it because that is hilarious. It's the way he delivers it. It's funny to me. Pathetic. I don't know. Is it just me? I love that. We get Damian Priest and Gunther in the ring for a promo here. You could tell WWE tried really hard here to make it clear to the fans that Priest is the good guy and Gunther is the bad guy by the lines they gave them. And Priest, one of the lines they gave Priest was like, if you're just here for the checks to make money, then we don't need you here. And it's like, I feel like that line kind of fell flat with the crowd a little bit. I think WWE was really banking on the crowd cheering for that, and the crowd just didn't. The thing is, yes, Gunther is technically the heel, but people love him so much that they're gonna cheer for him. And I feel like people just haven't had enough of Priest's personality or whatever it is. I mean, he's got back-to-back PLEs now with a pretty big, serious botch in the matches, so people are kind of on him for that. But then now it's like, when Priest cuts a promo, especially on somebody that everybody loves, like Gunther, it kind of falls flat a little bit. He did get a little bit of a pop later on in the promo at the very end, but overall, to me, it kind of fell flat. Let's be honest, right? This is not as big of a match as it could be. Like, if it was Seth Rollins versus Gunther, sure. If it was Jay versus Gunther, I think that would be an even bigger match than Priest versus Gunther. But, they're trying with Priest, man. I give him props, and I give Priest props, too. I mean, I don't mind Priest at all. I've always liked him. It's just, I don't know. I think he still has some things to work out and things to figure out about himself, or maybe it's just the way he delivers promos. I don't believe him as much as I think they want us to believe him. I need a little more, I guess. Maybe I just need some time to warm up to it. It's odd for me. I don't know. And maybe the whole thing with Judgment Day is kind of throwing it off because they're heel and the people are like, wait, so is he bad or is he good? And he's transitioning into good and he's trying to get away from the bad. So that hasn't happened yet. Maybe it will soon. We'll see. But Gunther versus Priest at SummerSlam. Going to be a good match. I think it'll be a good match, but I don't think it's going to be a main event or even close to it. I think it's one of the earlier matches on the card. We got Pierce and Drew McIntyre in the ring for another promo here. Pierce pretty much just tells Drew, hey, you can get your match at SummerSlam. How bad do you want to face CM Punk at SummerSlam? And Drew says he does. He really wants to face CM Punk. Okay, cool. So we're all good here, right? We're going to get Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk, Adam Pearce says, at SummerSlam. Cool. We're all on board with that. There's just one thing that Drew McIntyre needs to do. Pearce has two referees get in the ring, the two referees that Drew McIntyre assaulted at Money in the Bank, and he wants Drew to apologize to both of them. And Drew just flat out says no. And he argues, and then he ends up hitting the two referees, and it looks like he's going to get in the face of Pierce and do something to Pierce, but here comes Seth Rollins for the save. He gets into a little bit of a little mini brawl with Drew. Drew gets out of the ring, and then that's the way that segment ends. So, interesting. One thing I should note, Pierce said that, hey, if you're not going to do this, if you're not going to apologize to these referees, then you are still suspended. So, does this mean that the match is off? Because I felt like Pierce said the match is on. And because Drew didn't apologize to the refs, do we not get the match? Now, I think overall, of course, we're going to get the match. If CM Punk is healed. Seth being into this and attacking Drew makes me believe that maybe Punk is not fully healed yet. Maybe they just have Seth here as like an option B type thing if Punk's still not cleared by SummerSlam, which is only a couple of weeks away. But if not, are we going to get Drew versus CM Punk, the match that everybody wants? And quite honestly, CM Punk versus Drew, even if it's not a title match, which it isn't because neither one of them are champions, that match itself could realistically main event SummerSlam and everybody would be okay with it. That is the best story going in WWE right now other than the Liv thing with Dom. That is the best top story in WWE, Punk and Drew, and it's been going on for like 6 months now, so they definitely deserve a main event. I don't care who the champions are. That should be the main event of SummerSlam. Will they do that? I don't know. I don't think so, especially if there's a certain tribal chief making his return. That'll probably be at the end of the show, but my vote, Punk and Drew, main event. We get a new Wyatt video. This time it's Eric Rowan sitting in the chair talking to Uncle Howdy. You don't ever really see Uncle Howdy at all, actually. You just get Rowan talking, and actually you hear Howdy. He does ask him a couple of questions, but Eric Rowan delivered a pretty cool promo here. It made it believable. He even broke down in tears, said that he lost a brother, and then a couple of years later he lost another brother. And then he fell down a well. He couldn't get out. He didn't even know if he wanted to get out, but Uncle Howdy saved him. And so he gets the old OG sheep mask in his hands that Uncle Howdy gives him. And he said something like, let's take these broken hearts and make them into something beautiful. Pretty cool. I liked it. This whole Wyatt thing is moving pretty slow for me, but I like it. I still think they should do something very soon, but it's okay. They're taking their time with it. It's fine. It's still interesting to me. I think maybe next week we're going to get another character, maybe Loomis or Gacy or whatever. I don't think we're going to hear from Nikki Cross, but we're going to maybe get this for another couple of weeks. These guys have to do something at SummerSlam, please. They've been around for 2 months now. The Wyatt's got to do something at SummerSlam. We get Jey Uso versus Dominic Mysterio. This match ends kind of weird, man. Not Drew McIntyre. What am I saying? Dom gets outside of the ring, and Liv shows up. She helps save Dom from a Uso splash. And Dom, tells her to get out of there, leave him alone. He gets drop kicked from behind, a little sliding baseball drop kick there from Jey Uso. Dom falls on top of Liv. Liv quickly turns it around so that she's on top of Dom. And then Rhea Ripley's song hits. Liv hits the road. She hightails it out of there, runs through the crowd. And that's pretty much where we leave off. Dom gets told to get back in the ring from Rhea. He does. Uso hits a spear. Uso wins. Rhea looks a little disappointed, walks away. This continues here. Dom did not beat Jey Uso for Rhea, so who knows what happens there. We then get a backstage little promo after the break, and Rhea goes up to Dom. She tells him, hey, look, let's get one thing straight. I don't belong to anybody, but you're mine. And she gives him a black rose. They both smile. She walks away. I think this has a different meaning than what Dom was interpreting it as, and maybe most of the audience too. I don't think she means that you're mine, like my Dominic. I kind of feel like, when you're about to beat somebody, like, oh, you're mine, or you're dead, kind of thing. I think that's kind of what it was supposed to be from Liv, but she's kind of playing the mind game with Dom. I at least want to think of it that way, because after all of this, there's no way I could see Liv and Dom or Rhea and Dom being back together. There's no way. So I think Rhea meant something different, but she delivered it in a way to make everybody believe that she's meaning that Dom is like affectionately hers. I don't think that's it at all, but we're going to see how that plays out. I think there could be different levels to this. We're towards the end of the show here. Chad Gable comes out. He calls out Bo Dallas, and quickly Bo Dallas comes walking out from the back, walking down to the ring. No music, nothing, no mask. It's straight up just Bo Dallas. He ends up getting attacked from behind from the Creed brothers, and they actually beat down Bo. The way he was selling off those barricades when he was being thrown into them was amazing. He gets thrown in the ring. This whole time, Bo Dallas is laughing. And Chad Gable keeps asking, what is he laughing at? What is he laughing at? And they keep applying the pressure. They keep beating him down to the point where Bo gets into the corner. He's sitting there in the corner, and he's laughing. And Chad comes up to him, and he grabs his face, and he's like, what are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? And Bo just laughs, man. And what I thought was really cool, he did the whole yeah, like Luke Harper. I love that, and I hope he keeps doing that. That is a very cool shout-out, cool tribute. Please keep doing that, Bo. I thought that was amazing. But he looks at Gable, and he says, there you are. I love that. That is when you know things are about to go down, things are about to take a turn for the worse. He says those words, the lights go out, the Wyatt Six show up, they come walking down to the ring. Amazing presentation, by the way. The lights, the fog, the lantern, the way they're all standing, the way they're all walking. Looks like $1 million. They get in the ring. The Creeds and Gable dip. They get out of there. And then we're left with that iconic Bray Wyatt pose from Bo Dallas when he's on his knees with his arms out, looking up, laughing. I thought that was amazing. Cool, very cool, very cool. I thought the way they did it was really cool. Still need more. I need some action. I need these guys to get the hands on somebody. You know what I mean? You can't show up week one and massacre everybody in the back, and then after that, you don't touch a single person. Something needs to happen here. I love what they're doing with it, but let's get some physicality in here. Maybe at SummerSlam, we get Rowan, Gacy, and Loomis versus Chad Gable and the Creed brothers. Maybe at SummerSlam. I'm guessing, I'm hoping at this point, because we need something for the Wyatts to do here physically. Last match of the night, Intercontinental Championship, Sami Zayn versus Ilya Dragunov. Great match, and it was spoiled at the end because Braun Breaker shows up. I had to sneeze right there, and I held it in. I held in my sneeze. Braun Breaker shows up after he was kind of escorted out of the arena earlier in the night. He shows up. He ends up running all the way around the ring like he usually does, and he spears the hell out of Ilya Dragunov. That causes the DQ. Ends up brawling with Sammy a little bit. He gets in the ring, spears Sammy. He's left standing tall. I love the way this was. Maybe we're going to get a triple threat at SummerSlam between these three for the Intercontinental Championship, and maybe this is the way Breakker wins, by pinning Dragunov, so that he doesn't have to pin Sami Zayn. Zayn doesn't have to get pinned to lose the title. It doesn't make Sammy look bad, and you kind of sacrifice Dragunov a little bit here, but if this is the way to get Breakker to get the title, I would prefer him to beat the big guy, the champion, the top dog, Sami Zayn, but it's okay. If this means he's got to win it by beating Dragunov in a triple threat match, then I'm okay with that too. I just like the fact that they put that much trust and they love Breakker that much where they had him end the show. They had him end the show, and it was perfect because the camera was zoomed in close on him and the whole crowd was barking. How beautiful was that? The amount of faith that they have in this guy to deliver like this, and he's doing it. He is standing tall at the end of the show. The little marquee sticker, copyright thing comes up in the corner, and it's Braun Breaker standing tall over the champion in the middle of the ring. I love it, and this is an indication to me that this dude is going to win this Intercontinental Championship on his next try, which I believe will be at SummerSlam. So let's all hope for that. Hey, I appreciate you guys for watching this video. I appreciate you for supporting the channel as always, man. I really do. This channel keeps on growing. We're over 1,300 subscribers now. The goal is to get to 1,500 by the end of the year. I think that's very obtainable, and we're making pretty good progress, man. Every single week, we're getting more and more joining this channel, and that's all thanks to you for liking the video, for sharing the video, for commenting on the video. You truly don't understand. The more likes videos like this get, the more it reaches other people who haven't subscribed to the channel yet, which is the goal. So please, always like the videos, always comment on the videos, keep the support coming, man. I really do appreciate it. I love talking to all of you and getting to know you a little bit and your ideas and thoughts on the product. So yeah, we're going to make another video. You still have time to send in an email, actually. I haven't done the email video yet. I do have a few in there. I've seen it already. I have a few emails. I haven't read them because I want it to be my first reaction to it when I read it, when I do the video. But that video will be coming out this week. So wickedbittermedia@gmail.com. I got it right on the first try. Hell yes. Email that, your ideas and your thoughts on the product, on Raw, on SmackDown, upcoming SummerSlam, what you think is going to happen. I would love to hear from you. And yeah, you guys have a great rest of your week. We will be talking soon, believe me. Until we yeet again, my friends, stay bitter.